Hey, thanks for inviting me. It was really nice to see y'all. I'm Billy Bob. I work down at the chalk factory down outside of town, and I. It's been a hard time for me, and it's just really kind of you to invite me here. After my wife left 2 weeks ago, I just haven't gotten out very much. It's been a miserable time, really. I've been working and counting those damn chalk things. I just rue the day that they made me a manager down there. We had a guy down there, he broke about a ton of chalk the other day. I had to call him up and tell him that he owed us a lot of money, deducting his pay for the next 10 years. We will pay for that chalk. Well, anyway, let's just get going. I just wanted to say hi and thank you so much for being here.
Well, now, Billy Bob was feeling kind of lonely since his wife had left. Not a lot of fun digging up chalk and supervising that. What in the world was he going to do to give himself a little bit of an uplift in these hard times? And he suddenly remembered that there was a certain, you could call it a dance hall. In another country, it might have been called a pub. But boy, they had some good dancing. And Billy Bob, he was a pretty sharp dancer. So he put himself on a bright red shirt, and he got himself smelling real good, and off he went. Off he went to the dance hall. And when he walked in,
who did he see but his high school sweetheart? Celia. It was the woman that he had dumped for the woman that just dumped him. It was the last person that he wanted to see. He was humiliated. His wife leaving him had been an incredibly public affair. And so there's no way that Celia didn't know about it. He saw Celia see him out of the side of her eye. But instead of walking up to him and saying anything at all, she kind of raised her chin a little bit, turned it away, and walked towards the bar. Well, Billy Bob, while not the smartest tack, he did recognize that this was not an invitation to join her. So instead, he
walked over to the bar at the other end, and he ordered a Singapore sling. He said, I believe I'll have me a Singapore sling. Those colorful drinks, they always bring the women just a buzzing to me. He was saying that out loud, and the women at the bar just looked at him like he was square as a $3 bill. Did not work at all for him, but he was trying just hard as he could to be attractive. Well, I smell good too, women. Did y'all notice that? And he got to wiggling and saying, any one of you fillies want to dance tonight? I sure can cut the rug. And Celia was real glad that he had not made any moves towards her, because the women that were at the bar were kind of snickering at him. But then again, he got himself together, and he said, no, really, ladies, I'm a gentleman, and I know you ladies are looking for a dance, and I sure can provide that. And so he went over to the nearest redhead, because you know how those redheads are. And he said, hey, babe, would you like to dance? And she said, howdy do, I sure would. And they went off to the dance floor, and they danced and they danced and they danced. And after a while, he brought her back and whispered something in her ear, at which point she hauled off and slapped him. And the barkeep said, what on earth did you say? And he said,
that's none of your damn business. I got my ways with women, and they may not be your ways with women. And what makes you think I didn't want to be slapped by that beautiful redhead woman? Sometimes I like it a little rough. So he just walked away from the bartender. He wasn't going to take that. And he went back to the redheaded lady. And this time he approached her a little bit more easily and said, I like a woman who's got a little spirit, a little pushback. But if we're going to dance again, I at least need to know your name. So she said, well, not my name is Kelly Barker. Kelly Barker? You wouldn't be Mitch Barker's old girlfriend, would you? No, I'm not Mitch Barker's old girlfriend. I'm Mitch Barker's girlfriend. Now, Billy Bob had a problem because Mitch Barker was the man at the factory that he was going to have to lay off for not doing his job. And he kind of had a soft spot for this lady, and he thought, what could he do that would be not just coming on to her, but be, helpful and appreciative? So he made a decision right then and there that wasn't like Billy Bob usually did, but he decided
that what he would do would be kind to her, think twice about firing that young guy, and saying, I wonder if she thinks I've been really nice to him, but I can figure out how to show her that he's not a really nice guy anyway, if I did the right thing by being the good guy. Could very well be. And so he proceeded with his plan, and for the next 2 weeks, that's precisely what he did. And 2 weeks after that, he wasn't sitting at home worrying about the wife that left at all. No, sir. He was back at the bar. And this time when he walked in, old Celia had heard all about him. And she jumped up from her table and said, why, Billy Bob, haven't seen you in a coon's age. How are you, darling? And he knew he made the right decision.